You know what I mean?
Yeah,
My nigga C.L.A.S.S can't let a soul slip. You know how it go. So y'all are my two favorite. You know, me and Cuzzo talk about shit all the time on the show. But I wanted to invite my other favorite person. I love having conversations with my nigga Class. And recently we had legendary Prodigy of MOBB DEEP pass. And we just were kind of reflecting in his memory. And then we were also talking about just environments that people from. Does our gritty environment that we from make us lost or ignorant? Because Prodigy wasn't, but he still kept to his environment. You know what I mean? He still stuck to his hood. He still kept the gritty around him. You know what I mean? He didn't leave per se. I want y'all to take time. I mean, whoever could go first, like I want y'all to talk just about individually, this is perfect. We could do it again. Uh, what Prodigy meant to each of y'all, man. Like, what did Prodigy mean? And we could start off just to get, because it's up to you and Jamal, man. Whoever, up to you in Class. Whoever wants to go first, man. You know what I mean? Just
um,
what Prodigy meant to y'all niggas, you know?
Yo, well,
uh,
yo, first of all, I'd like to thank y'all for having me on the show.
No doubt, no doubt. Yo, you still on the
definitely.
speakerphone, ain't you?
Oh, I'm still on there. I put my headphones on. I don't
Nah,
know if
nah, nah. You got it. See, that's the thing that Cuz did the first show. He put the headphones on and he sounded lower than me. You know
oh
what I mean?
what.
So yeah, I know it's whack, man. I know it's whack, but we got it.
No,
We
no,
got to
it's good.
get you.
It's
You
good.
know.
Hold on. Let me go ahead and disconnect them from the.
Yo, it's funny because Leron, he like, I ain't playing today. Leron ain't got no speaker on. He got no headphones on. He in. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, hold on. Let me turn my.
he,
yeah. I'm
Let me
trying
turn
to
my.
be heard, man.
that nigga Leron heard the first show. Like, nigga, fuck that. My voice got to sound way.
Alright, hold on, man.
My
Hold
voice
on.
got
Yeah,
to
I'm trying
sound
to get
way
my
better
voice to
than
sound
that.
like yours.
I ain't have
Hmm.
cousin outshining me.
I know, right?
Yo, 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 yo. What about now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
We hear you loud and
yeah,
clear. We hear you loud and clear.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we
man. Like I
reflecting on
said,
P, man. We reflecting on Prodigy, man. The legend. You know what I mean?
first of all, I just would like to say, like, I don't know if it's been like the past 2 or 3 years, but we've lost two major P's. We lost Sean P, one of my other favorite rappers,
Mm.
and now we
Mm.
lost P. We lost Prodigy from Mobb Deep. And I'm not I don't claim to be the hardest dude, right? But whenever I listen to Mobb Deep, he made me feel as though I was the hardest dude on the block.
Alive. You know what I mean?
He
Mhm.
made me feel. I mean, that's just how I felt. That's his energy that I got from him. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in high school when Mobb Deep first came out. Actually, I graduated back in the '90s, and I think Mobb Deep kind of first came out on the scene '94, '95. And when
Yeah.
I first heard that lyric, I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous. And when I heard that, I was intimidated. I was I just felt all the emotion coming from him. You know what I'm saying? I knew that this was the real thing.
What do you mean? What
But
do
it
you
was
mean
a
when you
different.
say the real thing? What do you mean like you knew this was the real thing? What do you mean real thing?
It was a new when back in the day, back in the '90s, we had this. Me being the hip hop historian that I am, may I pat myself on the back. But
Oh, yeah.
but
Same here, same here.
me back in the '90s when Mobb Deep first came out, the thing was is you never heard anybody speaking or rapping that gangster. Um,
Mm.
back in those times, the closest you got to that in my book would be Rakim,
Mm.
and Rakim was like that. You had Nas who spoke that because Nas was the first of the Queensbridge rappers, right? But then you had Rakim also.
Let me
You
ask
look.
both of y'all. I'm gonna let you continue class, but let me ask both of y'all because you know what I mean I looked up to both of y'all brothers. You know what I mean I tell both of y'all that all the time. Which
Hmm.
like the era that y'all coming out of? I mean, who came first, Nas or Mobb Deep? Because
Nas
I'm confused
definitely
with that.
came before. Nas definitely was on the scene before Mobb
I
Deep.
think Hell on Earth came out with '94.
Mm, I'd say 96. 96. Juvenile Hell was 96.
No, Juvenile Hell. My bad. Nah, correction. Juvenile Hell came out 94, if I'm not mistaken,
like
and it was Infamous.
94.
Yeah, then it was Infamous, then it was Hell on Earth.
And when did Nas come out?
Nas came out in 94.
94. It was
94,
like
Illmatic.
So they kind of came out around the same time.
Yeah, they kind of birthed at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. Here's the difference. Nas had that battery, that Q-Tip, Pete Rock, Large Professor, that he had that buzz first. So that's why you didn't hear of Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep was buzzing locally. A few cats in the neighborhood where I'm from Rhode Island. So Rhode Island was like the next state over from New York, right? So we were hearing Hit It From the Back. We were hearing all of these, like The War's On, I'm Tired of Playing, Let's Get It On. You know, we heard a lot of like mixtapes with Mobb Deep trying to figure out who it was, but they didn't pop really until you heard that I got that Survival of the Fittest, the Shook One. You know what I'm saying? They didn't pop. You didn't really know of them. But when they popped, you knew it because you heard Prodigy's first verse. You know what I mean? I got you stuck off the wheel. You know, that when he was like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just heard his voice. It was so low. His voice, you could hear the pain in it. And he wasn't really yelling, or he wasn't that characteristic type of person. Like,
yeah, I heard somebody say that, and I didn't think about it like that. Class, sorry to cut you off, but yeah, I heard somebody say, yo, P doesn't raise his voice.
He don't raise his voice. He's one level all the time. You never got a lyric with P on it like being amp or nothing. If he was amp, he was mono. He was one level at all times. And that's what made you know off the bat, like, nah, this the main nigga right here. This the macaroni and cheese right here. Like, that's why I say I thought he was the real deal. He was that new wave of MC. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was that new wave of MC that brought forth that New York, that done rap. That, you know, what up, done? You know, what up? Like, and then after that, you started hearing the Cormegas, the Gaddafis, there's so many coming out of Queens. You heard the
CNN, Capone and Noriegas.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Cause I want you to go. We're gonna be going in. We're gonna be going in today. I want you to go in because Cuzzo's from Queens, and Cuzzo got a very interesting perspective about when Mobb Deep came out. It's crazy that you're speaking on, and that's how you know Mobb Deep was personal for everybody. Like, I got my own story of what I thought about Prodigy and Mobb Deep. But Cuzzo, you were right there in Queens, bro. And you were right there around the time. I remember we didn't come see y'all. Yeah, we didn't come see. I didn't come see Cuzzo in Queens, New York from Brooklyn until we didn't visit y'all until like 95, 96, yo. I think was when we visited y'all.
That was a very iconic year and era for all, the whole entire Queens.
Yeah. You were dead smack in the middle of the golden era.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And where I was living, Lost Boys was our, that was our squad. That was our neighborhood. They represented Southside. And then you had the Queensbridge rappers. We had, Pharaoh Monch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, and that's Onyx. It was like a time bomb. Queens owned 95. The particular year of 95 for music is Queens, hands down. Nobody can debate me with it. Every song that's been dropping from every Queens rapper, I say from 94, 95, 96, was all bangers. You know what I'm saying? Queens dominated up until like 97. Then 50 Cent came back, took the torch back in 2000. The Queens played a big part.
You hit me with a lot of shit I forgot about, man. You forget about this shit. You don't forget about
like Queens
and the Onyxes, but
Queens held the torch, and Queens never really gets the full respect out of all the New York, 5 boroughs. as far as like we was talking yesterday, Queens had to earn our stripes. You know what I'm saying? We were the suburban area, and then everything just
Because
blew
I
up
mean,
after
but
the
but
80s.
let's be real though. Like Queens was where I'm sorry, not even sorry to say. I'm happy to say a lot of middle class people were kind of able to move. If you wasn't moving to like Long Island, Staten Island, and shit like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
Queens
it was
was
like
like the next
Queens.
best place for you to settle down. You
Yeah,
know what I
Queens
mean?
was like
I don't know shit
before
about New
you make
York,
it to
but I've
Long
always heard
Island.
that about Queens. I
Say,
don't
I'm
know
sorry,
shit about
class.
New
Say,
York.
hold on, class. Say that again.
I said I don't know shit about New York, but
Mm.
whoever I speak to who's from Queens tells me that that's the place where you can go get you some real estate or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
It's like that
it's
residential area where you want to go live good, but
yeah. But
you go to Queens Bridge,
there's a dark side.
dark
Like there's
side.
like Two Face. There's a different side on each coin. Like they would say on the other side of the railroad tracks. One side you got the cats that could afford to buy houses and have nice lawns. And then you got the other side where niggas is packed in like roaches and sardines and niggas gotta hustle to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's the part of Queens that I saw growing up. You know what I'm saying? I saw the drug dealers, the pimps, the hustlers, the gorillas. Everybody playing their own role. And then to hear music like Mobb Deep, and like you said, when the first line got you stuck off the realness, we already knew what it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially being a Queens niggas, we knew what P was talking about. We knew the struggle. We knew the shit he was talking about wasn't fabricated. It wasn't put there because it rhymed. And anybody that knows P, he doesn't care for rhyming. He could say shit that don't rhyme, but it's real. You know what I'm saying?
Real to me was that he could just take words that didn't rhyme.
I told him the other day.
Rhymed like.
I told him the other day, class. I said P didn't have a pen. P had a paintbrush. He was one of the few artists that didn't use pens. P didn't use a pen.
Right.
P used a paintbrush.
That was true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cause I want to ask you this specifically.
Yeah.
The day you heard Shook Ones, do you remember that shit?
Oh man, it was on. Let me try to remember. It was like Hot 97. Hot 97 been in New York for like 30 years, and just when I heard it, I was at that time I was into that new Wu-Tang. Like I was so hooked to Wu-Tang and the shit they were doing around that time.
And when your neck was out.
That's what I'm saying. When I heard the Shook Ones, it was like, yes, we got something to fuck with these Shaolin niggas. Like we got some shit that's hard too. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I felt confident in being a Queens nigga.
Yeah.
Like and then when they did a collab, I don't know if you remember, with Raekwon and Mobb Deep. To me, Prodigy had the illest verse on that whole song.
Oh yeah. Oh, what you talking about? Shook Ones?
No. He was talking about the track. I'm trying to think of it now. What was it called?
It's not Survival of the. Down for a nah.
Yeah. Bam. It's like that's how the beat was rapping. Yeah. It was Nas, Raekwon, and Prodigy. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it just shows you like the impact of P. Other cats from other crews or whatever respected. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? I was listening to the other day, and it just clicked to me. Like, remember Ella did the song "I Shot You"?
Yeah.
Now, think about it. Of all the niggas he put
I'm gonna say in
to get in a P still to me verse stuck out over everybody's. Cause that Illuminati with my mind, soul, and my body, secret society, trying to kick it out of me. I was like, oh my God, that nigga body this shit. And his calmness is so intimidating. Like you said, his calmness is like an assassin almost. Like you don't even know he's there until he strike you. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. And I say this.
Until he strike you.
But check it. I say this. Hey, you're right, class. I say this too. You know what I mean? P had sickle cell, but P was a shooter. Do not get it to you know what I mean? Like I'm not priding in that, but the man didn't take no shit for somebody that supposedly has an ailment or a disease they're fighting. And I'll give respect for Trick Daddy, same way
Yeah,
fighting lupus, but don't
yeah.
nobody want to fuck with Trick
But here's
Daddy.
the thing: them are some cats. Those are a few cats that I can honestly say are stronger than the disease that they had.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
His
And we
name will
better
always
show
ring
we
bells
better
to
show
me.
love, man. We better show
It's,
love
oh,
because I said
we
Trick
been
Daddy
showing
not
love.
even thinking.
Here's
I
the
said
thing.
Trick Daddy not even thinking. You know what? And I'm not, we ain't got to knock on wood and nothing like that. But there are
Right.
MCs in our favorite list. Like niggas be tripping on me. I be like, nigga, I love Yin Yang Twins. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I grew. I stayed 3 years off of Stanton Road. I love Yin Yang.
Yeah.
Them was some real niggas. I don't care what niggas
Yo,
say. They
because they
funny
were
styling.
innovators
I
in
knew
what
who they
they
was
did,
in the
though.
hood.
And I remember you was definitely big on Field Mob too.
Phil
Oh,
Mob
Phil Mob
too.
got bars, my
Phil
G.
Mob, and I think
Phil Mob got bars.
one of them dude has a sickness, and the
Yeah.
other cat in I think he got scoliosis. I might be wrong. I think he got scoliosis, or one of the dudes in Yin Yang Twins got some. I might be
Yeah.
totally wrong, man, and I apologize if I'm wrong. But he has a ailment that he deals with every single day, and these men are fucking strong and they're fucking talented, and
Yeah.
they're not the ones. I don't know if it's because of their ailment. They're not the ones that usually gravitate to the shine. Like they be in the hood. I told you, Yin Yang
Yeah.
Twins was in the hood. Prodigy was in the hood. You know what I mean?
Right.
Trick
Yeah.
Daddy
And,
be
you
in
know, the
the
thing about it
he's
is, yeah.
hood. You know what I mean?
Yo, another thing that I want to bring to the attention while we talking about Prodigy and the whole Queensbridge culture. And this is me from the outside looking in because, again, I tell you, I'm not from New York. I'm from Rhode Island. I wasn't there. But what I did notice is when I was watching TV was the style that they presented to the game also. When Mobb Deep came to the game, you started seeing niggas wearing Avirexes with
Yep.
Tims,
Yep.
with the
Yep.
baggy
And do you remember
jeans
this
know what
one
I'm saying?
time dude called Mike Geronimo?
Oh yeah,
Remember niggas brought the snorkel out, and Mobb Deep influenced that whole style, like niggas with the fat hoodies, the
The
triple
long
fat
chains,
gooses,
the
the
long
bubble
chains,
coats,
the long chains that
chains,
dangle around your neck.
old jeans.
you know what I'm
You know what I'm saying?
saying?
Like them long chains, the long
No, you
chains.
know what's crazy? Not even long chains. Yeah, them niggas' chains was excessively long. Mobb Deep, P, sure enough. But niggas wasn't rocking longer chains than maybe the style Biggie had in that famous photo he got
It
with
was
the Jesus.
Yeah.
stylized
They
something
wasn't
nice,
rocking
but
chains
like
too long
the
like that.
Queens cats is the ones to me that came with the long chain dangle down to your waist, have some ignorant charm on it. You know what I'm saying? Like like Nas, you saw Nas with an ignorant chain first in the game with the QB chain and all of that stuff. And Mark, correct me if I'm
The
wrong. I just
trendsetters,
remember
man,
that
the
they brought a
trendsetters.
certain style to the game.
Yeah.
A lot of the trendsetters that come in the fashion game are from Queens, man. You know what I mean? It's like it's a beautiful thing to see. And I think back on it, I'm like, man, Mobb Deep is the reason why sort of I dress the way I do today.
Exactly.
They're one of the
Mob,
first.
yeah.
You know what
That'd
I
be
mean?
the reasons, you put on some hoods and some Tims.
And I gotta
And
give shout outs to Havoc because the Mobb Deep, when we talk about Mobb Deep style and their whole charisma, we're not just talking about Prodigy. Even though we're talking about
Havoc
Prodigy
played
specific,
a huge
that whole
role
style of
too.
charisma came from Mobb Deep, the Scorpio and the Gemini. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Prodigy, the Scorpio, fucking Havoc, the Gemini. When they teamed up together, them niggas,
And
they
let's
just
keep
kept
it
shit
real.
real, bro.
And
They
let's
just
keep it
kept shit
real. If it
real.
wasn't for let's keep it real. If it wasn't for no Mobb Deep, there wouldn't be no Outcasts, no
Nah,
fucking.
yo, wait a minute. Who was out first? Yo, it was. Nah, you're right. Mobb Deep was out
Mobb Deep
before.
went out way, but before Outkast had their first
Outkast
super
was 2
stylistic,
years
whatever
later.
Yeah. Man, this shit is like an encyclopedia. We could, but I wanna spin it off, man. I wanna bring it back to me and tell y'all niggas my impression of motherfucking Mobb Deep. And I'ma say it's totally different because I came fresh out of Guyana and Jamal be laughing at me sometimes. My nigga aka Class be laughing at me sometimes because he be like, yo, I had to play research, man. I was kind of always a researcher. And I fell
you
back
got.
in love with Mobb Deep because I went back to find him. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
around the time I started listening to Mobb Deep was not
yeah,
until Murder Music. I apologize,
yeah,
people. I did not
yeah.
start listening to Mobb Deep until Murder Music, and when I heard
Well,
Murder Music,
you gotta
I went
consider your
back.
age. You gotta consider. You see, me, I'm 37,
I'm
right? How old are
33.
you? You're
I'm
33.
37 too.
So the thing is, me and you, Cuzzo, me and you, we caught my beat from Juvenile Hell, and
Yeah.
even mixtapes before that.
Before that, yeah.
Like remember the war's on. I'm
Yeah,
tired of
oh,
people that
man.
get it on. All of that before Shook Ones. There was like some small mixtapes buzzing with Prodigy and Havoc, and
Yes,
every
sir.
now and
And
then
I
you
and I don't even think their name was Mobb Deep yet until like
yeah, it was a different name.
it was a different name. I'm trying to remember, but it wasn't
They
Mobb
was the
Deep. It was like
infamous Mobb
some
Deep, man. They was the infamous Mobb Deep.
nah, even before that. It was a name that when you heard it, you was like, damn, I'm glad they changed it. It was just like a more of a teenage type of thug.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Was
real
it like
fast.
Juvenile
Like,
some
their
shit?
name wasn't Mobb Deep yet.
Was it like
was some
Juvenile
other
some shit?
Juvenile some shit. Yeah, some shit like that had some
Are you
juvenile
sure
shit
you
in
ain't
it.
think? Are you sure you ain't thinking back about the first album, Juvenile Hell, just because they had that crazy name?
It was before Juvenile Hell.
It was being called another.
By the time Juvenile Hell.
Trust me, you gotta watch some interviews. They even said it at one time.
So
I was
hold
like,
on,
Yeah, their name was something
class. You know what he's talking about?
Yeah. Their name was something else before they became Mobb Deep. But by the time Juvenile Hell came out, they were Mobb Deep. So they was bubbling a little bit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They were. But it just shows you, you know what I'm saying, how much they've evolved, you know what I'm saying, from even the mixtape eras, you know what I'm saying? And back then, you got to think about it. The mixtape era, they ain't had no internet. They ain't had no fucking, you can, download. Niggas was in the streets putting out shit and literally like, yo.
Back in the 90s, the way I found out about Wu-Tang, the way I found out about Nas, wasn't even through regular radio. It was through college radio. College stations would have their own little hip hop sets, and and it'll be a little. In Rhode Island, it was like I think it was Providence College had one, and I think URI had one, and you try to dial your little bullshit radio to like the edge of the meter all the way over to the right.
Oh man, like an AM type of
Yeah, or it'd be like an 89. 20.
I don't know if any of y'all remember Video Music Box.
Come on, man.
Nah, I didn't have that in Rhode Island. My dad was too cheap.
Come
to
on,
buy
man. And you know what? Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this because I got to pick back up right there. Video Music Box. So I didn't discover them until Murder Music. All right, and by the time that was right when we were kind of moving from New York to down here, Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw their video on Video Music Box. The box. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, that shit is hard. I just remember thinking that. I just remember thinking that.
Again and again and
it wasn't until I moved down to Atlanta and Atlanta was playing a lot of different people. I'll give Atlanta props for that. Atlanta always played different places music, and I think that's why they got the crown now as far as the music spot, because Atlanta always gave everybody a chance, but nobody would give Atlanta a chance. You know what I mean? Atlanta always showed love to everybody. Nobody showed love to Atlanta. And so I was in Atlanta now, and I'm listening to Murder Music, walking to school, listening to it. I'm like, yo, this shit just makes me feel so hype and so hip hop-ish and so good. And then my aunt got us the damn computer, and we discovered the internet. You keep in mind, this is 98.
Remember
you know what I mean? Like, this is 98. So we over here like LimeWire, BearShare, Aries. Nigga, I try to catch all
I probably owe a lot of rappers money for the shit that
I try to catch all the motherfucking. Keep in mind, nigga, we unplugged. All right, this is Unplugged Radio. We don't give two fucks about the system type shit. Anyway, you know what I mean? Nigga, I try to get all the free motherfucking music I could find, bro. And I just discovered Mobb Deep like that, man. And Prodigy.
LimeWire had my porn game on fleek, boy.
Yo, let me tell you something. Mine too.
All our
Prodigy,
black folks production shit.
mine too. Prodigy had this way, and like you said, class and you, Jim. He didn't have to raise his voice. He knew how to evoke himself on the mic, and I think that has a lot of credit to do with his past, his musical.
And you know what? Like
Go
we was
ahead,
talking
cuz.
the other day. Like anyone that really, if you truly love music and you truly love this art form of hip hop, P is, like I said, is one of those artists. If you want to master your craft of being able to talk to people and draw them to you, it's it's a gift. Because like I said, no matter what P said, P might not have said the hardest shit.
P didn't used to rhyme. P didn't used to rhyme
I would never
sometimes,
say
and that shit was
P
still
the
hard.
It felt like
artist.
he was talking to me. It
You
felt
know,
like
yeah.
whenever I played a song by him, it felt like I could sit down, smoke me one.
You felt like P was talking to you directly. Like I'm like an OG sitting down on a bench and he's schooling you about the game. Like, listen, my nigga,
You
this
know
is
the
what
types
it
of
is.
shit that rocks my dick. Pop me a nigga quicker than the police. you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, this shit didn't rhyme. You know the types of shit that rock my dick. Pop me a nigga quicker than the police. That was it. That was the first bar.
Yeah.
That was the first bar right there. And you could see it. Oh shit. Yeah, the police be popping at niggas. You can see it.
He even referenced lines like, a little blood get on my daughter, it ain't nothing, the party still back. It's like the nigga with some hood shit like, yo, this is some wild shit a nigga would say that we know.
He was unorthodox, man.
Nigga,
he was unorthodox. You know what I mean?
Let me say this one thing about P. And what I really appreciate most about him is the fact that he was one of the first MCs to leave the group, go solo, smash with Keep It Thorough. I break bread, ribs, $100
bills.
And then he had a whole nother run by himself, and then came back to MOBB DEEP. Like his career was very colorful. Like as far as him going.
Yeah, HNIC, is still one of the most underrated albums of all time in my book.
Right.
A lot of niggas, they talk about, oh yeah, the Biggies, the Pogs, the Busta Rhymes.
Classic album.
I'm like, yo, man, HNIC, man, was a much needed album, man, because everybody.
Because at the time, hip hop was changing. Now it's Jay-Z at the forefront.
And then and Jay-Z and Prodigy had little bumpings when HNIC was out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess the HNIC thing is like, when you claiming something as big as like I'm the head nigga show or King of New York, the other niggas that supposedly thought they had that title.
Check it. Pause right there.
Yeah.
My nigga Prodigy has had a lot of shots from kings, from supposed kings of this shit.
That's what I'm saying, because of HNIC. I'm telling you the
But I'm talking about Pac though, bro. I'm talking about Pac.
Even too. Pac, man, Pac didn't like MOBB DEEP because of, I guess, the whole situation, I guess, the whole East-West bullshit. But, you know what I'm saying? I doubt whether Pac felt any ill will towards them niggas, because everybody know Pac is a Queens nigga. Pac lived in Queens for a nice little piece of his life before he bounced around.
I don't know,
you know what I'm saying?
To me, a lot of people are getting on Funk Flex right now about how, did he get a little too emotional? Maybe. But at the same time, a lot of people...
What do you mean? Hold on, class. Hold on, class. We ain't up on that. Well, what do you mean, Funk Flex?
There was this thing where Pac was, like, streaming on Instagram Live, or whatever live streaming thing that you could do now. I don't do that shit, but he was up. That's why I don't do that social media shit too tough.
He was on live stream.
Yeah, that live stream, and like he was talking about, because this new Tupac movie out, and there's a lot of hype about Tupac. I guess his birthday had passed, the anniversary of his death or whatever, one of the two. And, if you know Funk Flex, you know that he ain't got no love for Tupac. He's made it vocal a couple of times before.
Yeah, he did. I've heard that.
Yeah, he don't fuck with Tupac, and every time he gets a chance, I guess he likes to be known. And then, because Funk Flex was a Biggie dude. You know what I'm saying? He was New
It's
York,
crazy because they
New
was
York
both
City.
Geminis. They was both
Yeah,
Geminis.
it's crazy, huh? But anyway, like to make a long story short, Funk Flex was on his media platform streaming and crying in tears, talking about, yo, fuck Tupac, he lied. Nobody wants to tell the truth. He's the one who started all this shit. That's why, you know, he could have prevented it, and that's why people are dead now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, when that issue comes up, you got a lot of people who are Pac fans who kind of get defensive and act like that ain't what it is. It's like it was a lot of that coming from him. Like you never heard that beef shit coming from Biggie when he was alive. There was probably a bar or two or a couple lines, but there was never no. I guess Pac is what I'm trying to say is like the baddie was in Pac's back to start that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's where Funk Flex was coming from.
Well, I mean, I mean, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I mean, we could step back, because around that time was like what, 96. I'm 33, so that was damn near 20 years ago, 21 years ago, and technically I would have been like what, 13, 14. Man, that shit don't mean nothing, man. It was in the past, and there's a lot of emotions attached to that past feeling of the whole East Coast and West Coast, because we were very much hip hop heads back then. At the end of the day,
you was a little younger to know, like when I was like,
yo, what are you talking about? Yo, I had classmates that cried the day Biggie died. We had classmates that was tuned in when Pac died, man. Like, don't get it twisted. Yo, my daughter is 10 right now. I'm scared of the motherfucker. Because that's the knowing age. When you 10, you start knowing shit.
Yeah, you
start knowing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, about we was trying to kiss girls and all that shit around 10. Come on, man.
Yeah, my bad for trying to play you on your age, man.
Nah. I'm fucking with you. Yeah.
You know how old folks do. They be like, oh,
nigga, you a young nigga. You sit your young ass down, nigga.
Yeah, man. No, shit is real out here. But my thing is, I think Funk Flex, if he got his feelings, he got his feelings, and he just got the platform, and I don't study that shit. Man. Everybody feel a certain way about. Listen, everybody feel a certain way about Pac, and everybody feel a certain way about Biggie. That even if we the best of motherfucking friends, we gonna be here all night fucking arguing. Real talk.
I personally don't like Funk Flex. I can't stand the motherfucker. I just don't like the.
I don't know the nigga. I don't know the nigga.
I don't like how he represents hip hop.
I don't know the nigga.
I just don't like him.
My thing is, yo, I
don't know the nigga.
60 minutes of Funk Flex. Remember back in the day, like 60 minutes of funk? Back in the 90s, his first album, and he used to have mixtapes come out 60 minutes.
Yeah, he used to be flexing cool, you know what I'm saying?
Class.
And I always think cool.
I don't know the nigga. Here's what I'm learning about as I get older.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
remember a time where Tupac was the one mainly firing off at the mouth, talking about, oh, Biggie this and Biggie that, and especially after he had got shot. I guess he didn't know who to trust. You know what I'm saying? It's like he didn't know who got him. He didn't know which angle the enemy was coming from.
Check it. I don't know the nigga. And when Tupac got shot, that's how the fuck he's supposed to react. Nigga, I got shot in a state that has a certain stigma about me. I feel it all, man. See, you don't. Once again, as I get older, what I'm learning is I got people that I know, and I got people who I let be because they got their ways and they grown and they older, and I'm not in control of them. I'm not a fly on the wall in their lives. They are who they are. There's feelings attached to people who they think they got. All I can do is be on the outside and speculate, but I know who I know, though. Those who I know, I fucking know. I don't know the nigga Flex. I know that I don't fucking know and or trust the media. And I just think there's something funny about Flex be getting bombed from everybody, but I don't trust the media. And I'm not saying that means I trust Flex per se, but all I'm saying is, nigga, I will remain neutral until I know that nigga. Because in my opinion, if I don't trust the media and everybody been trying to take shots at the nigga, you know, that's how life works, man. Until you link up with a nigga and be like, yo, Flex cooler than a motherfucker. Who know? Or Flex is an asshole, you know?
Listen. that's the issue that I have with a lot of cats in hip hop today, right? It's like hip hop is the only genre or the only culture where we don't keep our pros, our veterans, our heroes up on a platform. Like you look at rock, The Walking Dead still on tour today. Guns N' Roses still on tour. Metallica's still doing their thing, filling out stadiums across the world. Like, but when it comes to like people like Funk Flex, who I do put in that genre with the DJs, he is our Aerosmith of DJs. He is our Beatles of DJs, because he's one of the. You don't see DJs being a turntablist no more. They're not scratching and cutting up records anymore.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say, like you said, you don't know him. That take the time to figure out that nigga, man, because he brought the game to where it is today.
And that's what we both saying the same shit, because I remember, nigga, it's Funk Master Flex night. Funk Master Flex, Funk Master, nigga, I remember that, and I knew after that he did that shit, it was about to be some hot, dope shit playing afterwards, nigga.
But to me, I don't know the nigga. I got a different outlook when it comes to that nigga Funk Master Flex. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people that know people, connections to these niggas. You know what I'm saying? All these Queens is big, but it's small. Because we were running the niggas and not even know you ran into them niggas until somebody told you it was that nigga.
Yo, where
that's
Funk
how
Flex
small
from?
Queens is.
Funk Flex from?
Queens, Funk was.
He's a Queens.
No, he's a Queens. He a BX Queens nigga though, because he back and forth. But he a BX original. He read BX, but the nigga, he had ties in Queens and Brooklyn. Because remember the tunnel was in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Right. So Queens, he's just a New York nigga. You know what I'm saying? He just represented everybody in New York.
But back on the Pac situation, I don't mean to cut you, my man. I don't mean to cut you. But
you good.
The Pac situation is this. Am I a Pac fan? Hell yeah. But do I agree that he was a troublemaker in a lot of instances? Hell yeah. Was he one of the main reasons why things turned out the way why he's dead and Tupac's dead? Hell yeah. I think that whole thing, he could have chose to go another route.
Well, see, I can't completely agree with as far as putting that much weight on Pac as far as the because you gotta remember back in the 90s and especially around that time, the record labels were the ones really pushing the agenda for what they wanted music to be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that goes to, because remember, nothing can be passed unless these A&Rs, like these big execs, pass it. Sound scans. All these, they sit down in a fucking room, probably 15, 20 people, and they all listen to your shit. And if they all don't approve, you got to come back with some better shit. Like, this is the labels push that shit. Pac could have probably said, I don't want to do it. But them niggas said, well, do you want to get paid? Pac said, well, yeah, I got family to feed.
You want to get out of jail?
Yeah, all kind of, They can throw anything at you that they know that they can use as leverage. So I can't say Pac started or Biggie started or anybody started, because at the end of the day, with the Biggie shit, I blame Puffy. Because I put it on Puffy because I'll tell you, no, listen, I'll tell you why. No, stop right there. Stop right there. I'm going to tell you why I blame Puffy. I'm going to tell you why I blame Puffy. Because it all goes back to what Biggie's mom always told Puffy. You will be responsible for my son. Man,
get the fuck out of here, man. She wasn't responsible for her own goddamn son. She treated that nigga like shit.
You gotta look at it this way. Look at it this way.
Talk about
Puffy, listen, Puffy's running an empire. You can't tell me if Michael Jordan is your main nigga, you don't send Michael Jordan onto the fucking field where you know there's fucking war on fire. You send Pippen and Rodman.
But I heard that Puff tried to stop him from going to Cali, and he went anyway. So?
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
People heard a lot of shit, but guess what? shit still went down the way it went down, right?
You're right.
So
But I ain't a fucking babysitter, nigga. Like, I'm not a babysitter, though. You're a grown-ass man.
Yo, son, everybody has choices in life. We grown men. And Pac was a grown man. He was 26 years old when he passed away, right? So my thing is this. We all have to be accountable for what we say and do. And that's all I'm saying. I didn't say that I wasn't a fan of Pac. I love Pac as an artist. He was a Gemini, so one day he might have been a revolutionary. The next day he might have been a gangster. But that goes to show you that he was more than one thing. He was more than one thing.
More like a Renaissance man.
Yeah. But I'm kind of on the tip with Funk Flex, where he's like, nobody wants to admit the truth. Everybody wants to dip and dodge around. Yo, the truth hurts, my nigga. Like, sometimes, like, people, I think that's the thing with Pac. People really don't want to acknowledge the truth of what happened.
Let's bring it back in, though. Let's bring it back in. If Pac was in his senior today and P passed, what do you think maybe Pac would have thought of P today?
Hold on.
Because this is how I'm gonna show you. If Pac was alive today, and Prodigy passed, how do you think Pac would react to P passing?
I think
because I'm gonna show you that it's all bullshit. Check it.
I'm gonna tell you. I think Pac would acknowledge P as one of the pioneers of this.
Yes, sir. I agree.
This hip hop that we love so much.
Right,
I don't think
today's world everybody's friends. Everybody's cool. Nobody's enemies no more. We're not dealing with that tough hip hop no more. You can fall back because now these niggas will probably be 40 something and be like, look, I'm too grown for this bullshit. Like, either we gonna do the Snoop thing and I'm gonna make a song with everybody because now I'm just.
But I think in the man's death, because I mentioned this to Cuzzo. I said, Jim, you notice Jay-Z hasn't really said anything about Prodigy passing, but kind of glad. Like, what can he say? We know that check it.
They don't really be on the media like that.
Hold on. Prodigy passing is a big deal. We need the fans of Prodigy and MOBB DEEP to. We're gonna keep reiterating that Prodigy passing was a big deal, man.
Huge fucking deal.
All right, yo, Geach, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one too.
Man,
I object.
I think Jay-Z being silent is probably the best thing for Jay-Z to do. It takes attention away from him, keeps it on the man's passing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly. I agree with what I'm saying. All I'm asking is, we're just asking about it. That's all.
Because it's not about Jay.
Yeah, it's not about him. I understand it.
All the attention on him, and here's the thing: when Sean Price died, right? Word on the street is that he made a huge contribution to his family and the progression of his family, because he was a Brooklyn nigga, had the same, and both Sean's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was, I guess, in honor of Sean Price. A lot of people don't know that, but I was listening to a podcast with Combat Jack, or one of them, and this was right when Sean Price died, and Drew High mentioned the fact that, Jay-Z did show up. He didn't show up physically, but he showed up monetarily. And that's what I'm hoping with a lot of these MCs that are out here. And I'm pretty sure there is. You don't know financially what P was going through at the time he passed. Was he good? Maybe. Was he fucked up? Maybe. But at the same time, it's like, I think in these times, it's better just to, pay your condolences. And if you're really about that, put your money where your mouth is to help that family if they need help. Because a lot of people, they give their respects and they weren't really fans, you know what I'm saying? But, I don't know. I don't want to speak for nobody. Let me read.
I understand. I understand what you're saying, though. I understand, and I somewhat agree. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, a lot of these beefs that a lot of these rappers talk about, when it all said and done, is bullshit. If fucking Snoop Dogg, who is a fucking legend and one of the fucking great, again, I gotta keep mentioning these people's name, not because on some fucked up karma shit, I need them to pass or die or go away, but I need people to understand, you better start motherfucking respecting and appreciating your legends in hip hop right now while they're alive. Let's stop doing this shit to each other.
Oh yeah. We gotta respect. We gotta
Let's
show
start, let's
love.
stop doing this shit. We
They gotta
always
have a
gather
feeling.
like this. We always gather like this when somebody passed, but we don't gather like just this just to talk about Mobb Deep. You know what? Next
Right.
episode we need to just talk about 50. He's alive right now and he's fucking great.
Yeah.
And he did some amazing shit.
One of the
And he's from
greatest to do
Queens.
it.
You know what I
But
mean? And
here's
we
the
need to
thing.
talk
It's
about him
like
while he's
that's the
alive.
thing. When
You
everybody's
know?
alive, you neglect the fact that this man's great, and you don't think that people will die. You know what I'm saying? And you're here today, going tomorrow, and
Yeah.
like I was
Yes.
Havoc. He made a statement to TMZ. Out of all the places, I wonder why he made a statement with TMZ first. But he was just like,
I don't think he made it first. I don't think he made it first.
it's just
I'm gonna hold that back.
TMZ
We
just
don't
put
know.
it out. When I saw it,
Yeah.
I saw TMZ all over the shit.
Yeah, but I don't know if it
So
was first. We don't
basically,
know
he
if it
was
was
like, he was
first.
with them just a minute ago. Like he was like he wasn't thinking that he'd be going. He was like, because he gets sick, he comes back, he bounces back, he goes to the hospital. You just get used to the regular routine. Like, you don't know how much pain this motherfucker was in. That's another thing about Prodigy that I really admired him with his strength, was the fact that even through his sickness, he didn't let you see him
I couldn't tell.
deal with.
I couldn't tell shit. I wouldn't know
You
shit.
couldn't.
I wouldn't know shit, bro.
You wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? And he could be talking to you in pain, but he's somebody who lived his whole life in pain. And the reason why I'm not too sad about it, and I'm not too sad about his passing, is it wasn't a tragic death. He lived his life to the fullest.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And the good Lord decided that it was his time to go. He wasn't, although I always, the dark side of me always wanted to wonder, like, damn, your rhymes are so dark and scary, and they're these hood tales.
But that's who he was. I mean, he was a Scorpio. He was a Scorpio though. Like, and we gotta keep in mind. Yeah, he got a different perspective than somebody like yourself. He can't let a soul slip. You know what I mean? Jem, Diamond in the Rough, Geechee Dan. He got a different perspective, and I love that about Pete. I love that his music was dark, because you knew that if there was one artist that you could be in the mood and keep you in the mood, because that was his style.
Right.
Prodigy was a styled MC. Nas is a styled MC. Jay-Z, I don't know if he's so much a styled MC, because too many MCs are trying to keep up. Too many MCs are trying to keep up.
It was just his tone of voice, like his tone.
Tech Nine. Tech Nine is a styled MC, and I don't mean to keep, but I gotta keep it. You know what I mean? I want to keep it moving with these artists. Like, I'm gonna let people know. Eminem is a styled MC. Joe Budden is a styled MC. Royce the 5'9" is a styled MC.
I don't know why my mind just went here, but when we want to talk about styled MCs, we're going back to Queens.
Prodigy was a styled MC, man.
You talk about that raspy voice, like you first heard Ja Rule, and then you heard DMX with that rowdy, raspy voice. But whatever happened to 9? Remember 9?
No, 9. And I see you with my bang, NYNE.
Of course.
Whatever happened?
NYNE. Yep, that was that dude. That dude had a crazy, ridiculous style. Like you said, he was an amazing style rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. You know what? And because 9 was another one. Let me ask y'all this. They say the environment we from, sometimes when you get ignorance bunched up together, it creates the poverty they're in, right? But Prodigy and the likes of a lot of other, I said Trick Daddy, a lot of these other guys, man, they used to keep it in the hood. They believed in the people. Do you? And then there was a lot of MCs we could name, nigga. They bougie. P Diddy, all of them. You know what I mean? 50. They kind of out of the picture. We ain't coming around. We got too much money, too much things, too much stuff. Hold on, class. I got you. I promise, I got you. Let me finish this. I got you. Okay. So when we talk about Prodigy's darkness, his darkness was combined with a certain humility. Not only was he very aware of his hood, it was where he was during the course of Mobb Deep's come up. while they were making
Right.
millions of dollars, signing deals, doing shows. His picture that he painted you was always from, nigga, I'm within the darkness. I'm within this pain and all of this shit like you. I want you guys to talk about that each. Do you think, and I'm gonna maybe ask you the question so maybe we could, keep on the subject. Do you think it's important? Because I have a lot of people giving me comments and feedback about this shit. Is it important for an MC to keep, maintain, and have a consciousness with him? Or do you think that at the end of the day, this shit is all music? Now, me, tell you my answer. I'm not on the fence. I feel one way. I ain't gonna tell you which way. We gonna wait till y'all done. But do you think that a hip hop artist should maintain, keep, and preserve within his music a certain type of consciousness? Or do you think, nigga, it's all artistic shit, it's all music, it's how you express yourself, all of that stuff? I'm gonna start off with I want to start off with Jim. I want to start off with Jim.
All right. That was a very great question, by the way, too. Got to give you some props on that because, that's what we do here. We ask questions that people don't ask.
No,
I think it's.
Hold on, class.
Hello?
Hold on, class. Nah. We got to let this nigga class turned up. He like, yo, the nigga, he done. All right, here we go. Nah, Jim, I gotta get you because class. I think I know, but Jim, what's up? What's up, man?
Yeah, y'all niggas crazy. Anyway,
This nigga Jim, like,
yeah, niggas loud, man. I think it's imperative for any MC that loves this form. You have to be conscious. It's the only way you will elevate, and you got to look at it. All the successful rappers have always been more conscious than unconscious as far as not knowing, not being aware. They've always raised the bar. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to take it as okay, this is just rap music, we're going to make music, we're going to fuck women, we're going to live that life. Okay, cool. That fuel burns out very quick. And, in the last 10 years, none of us can name those one-hit wonder rappers that came out that had a hot single one summer, and the next summer you don't even know who the hell their name was. I personally can't. Like, and perfect example, the dude from, what's his name? Trinidad James. When that gold shit was out, everybody was on it. Even me, even you, nigga, you loved it. You liked it. It wasn't the hottest song, but it was catchy. So after that catchiness is gone, the fame, the lights of that person, the remnants of that person is gone. Yeah. They haven't created, when you're conscious, you're more into your craft. So you're thinking of more ways you can bring it to the people, more, and you don't want to sound the same. You don't want to be redundant. You always want to keep the people intrigued with your music. You know what I'm saying? That's how Rakim can pick up a mic right now in any crowd and just kill it. And he don't even got to rap about some new shit. He can still be rapping on his paid in full lyrics that everybody gonna be fucking singing. And nigga probably won't even have to open his mouth. Just stick the mic to the crowd and they'll say every fucking lyric. Like the nigga just put the song out.
Yeah.
That shows you your craft is so good that you could just do something small and it will just carry you a long way. These new cats that just want to come in here and get the money and flash, cool, that's cool. I'm not, like I said, I'm not against any rapper that wants, because remember, Slick Rick was like that. Slick Rick had a shaky career, but everybody loved his style. He had mad jewelry. He lived a life of a rapper.
Slick Rick still trying to look fresh out there.
Hell yeah, even till, you know what I'm saying? But Slick Rick don't got albums that you're gonna be like, yo, you remember this song number 15? Nah. I never knew a nigga that could tell you every fucking song on a Slick Rick album. He's hot, but he wasn't that rapper.
So what you saying? What you saying is pretty much that the consciousness, accountability, the consciousness, responsibility is what you fuck with, is what you think is important. Versus, nigga, fuck it.
This thing going.
But check it. Class. I like that perspective, cuz I'm siding with cuz right now. Class, what do you think?
All right, I agree with everything you said, Jim. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have in my perspective, when it comes to consciousness, I see it more so as a frequency. Um, Whereas like the frequency on your radio dial, some levels of consciousness is stronger than others. You have strong levels of consciousness where you might have your Tribe Called Quests and your KRS-Ones and higher levels of conscious awareness. There's no, just because you might rap trap music or have a certain uh style, it might come off bullshit to one person, but it might be on another plane to another. When it comes to consciousness, where I'm at is more so, I came up in, it depended on the era I came up in. I came up in a very multi-layered aspect of hip hop when it comes to hip hop consciousness and having your mind elevated. I was listening to Poor Righteous Teacher, Tribe Called Quest. That whole native tongue movement is when I really started coming into my awakening as even like knowledge of self, like even knowing who I am as an individual, as a black man. Like, I came up with a lot of cats in junior high school who, dedicated their lives to the 5% movement just off of the hip hop they were living with. But fast forward today, people like me wonder if there is some kind of, consciousness today, because you listen to the music today, and in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you got cats like Little Yachty talking about peekaboo, and you got it, it's a smash, and it's reckless. It doesn't even have no content to it. You know what I'm saying? I came up in an era where the level of consciousness, black men were making songs like "Be a Father to Your Be a Father to Your Child." CL Smooth and P Rock and
It
CL Smooth.
sound like you agreeing with Jim.
You know what I'm saying? X Clan. There's a level of consciousness. You can either decide to be on a high level or a low level of consciousness.
Right.
And I don't know if I'm starting trouble if I start naming names and say who's on the higher. I don't think that's for me to say. You know what I mean? But
Okay, good. I'm glad you said that, because again, we had artists like Prodigy who kept it with the people. With the darkness and with the success, he kept it within the people. Now, I'm glad you said that. I want to drift somewhere, and I want to bring it back, then I want to sign off, man, and have everybody do their rounds. But we talk about Kendrick Lamar. He's a dope artist. You could tell he's very conscious. Yet I still see the American Express. American Express is the fucking devil. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Who the fuck has a fucking icon of a fucking Greek war? Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, you know what I mean?
Shit, if you got a credit card in your wallet, I got like 5 in my wallet.
Check it. This is unplugged, my nigga. That's why I invited you, you know what I mean? You don't gotta keep up. You with us today, nigga. I don't care whether you like it or not. We shoulder to shoulder. You with us today. So what I'm saying is, there are a lot of conscious MCs, but none of them are no Prodigy. None of them are the Muhammad. There's a lot of conscious athletes. None of them are Muhammad Ali. The reason why I say Prodigy's death was big, Prodigy had the Muhammad Ali syndrome in him through his art perspective, meaning hip-hop, rap, what he did. Muhammad Ali was one of a kind. Yes, he was conscious, but outside of being conscious, he was a motherfucking rebel that proved his consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big difference to me, because there's a lot of artists that saying J. Cole and the what have yous. Yeah, nigga, we conscious, we rap conscious, but your life itself.
But see, in my mind, that's a level of J. Cole was not gangster consciousness. He is not gangster conscious. Prodigy was gangster conscious. That was what I saw him as. He was the embodiment of that amongst the rest of them. Who would you put in that category? I put Wu-Tang in that category. I put a lot of people from the West Coast in that. You know what I'm saying? This gangster consciousness that you knew, just by listening to him, that he wasn't bullshitting you. Like, there was no second guess that he was not gangster, and he gave you a front seat movie to it. You know what I'm saying? As far as his lyrics, you could literally close your eyes and be on his level of consciousness. His vibration with his lyrics and his tone of voice took you there. A lot of rappers don't have that kind of thing where they're tapping into the vibration of black folk. And I say that because he was really tapping into a whole nother realm and telling you the struggles from the street and telling you, you know, without saying too much words though. Like,
and you know what?
Lyrical.
You know what? The next, not this segment, but the next time, it's very important that we discuss the difference between revolutionary hip hop and this gangster hip hop, and what's the impact of?
Is there a correlation?
Yeah,
exactly.
And why? And the most important question: why hasn't the two merged for a common cause?
Because not everybody there.
Because it's no. Stop. I agree, but then stop. The money's in between. That's why.
The money's in between. Yeah.
Money's in between. Simple as that. Point blank. Period. The money's in between.
Kendrick
Lamar. I told you. I know he's a conscious rapper. I know he's aware. But he still does the American Express. He still does the American Express commercial. He's an artist that's selling platinum records.
Okay.
He's getting money.
I can fuck you up with that. Check this out.
Check. Hold on. No. Let me finish though. But let me finish. He's still doing.
Hennessy, my bad.
He's still doing.
And Heineken or.
No. Hold on. We ain't gonna go there. I never said that was good. I never said I like that.
I know that. But
I never said I like that. But I think he got the dead press
right back in.
I think Nas in some way got the Muhammad Ali. Very subtle. He's not. Nas is he is my favorite MC, but he's not the most soldierous, rebellious one I could think of if we want to talk about that. Who I like.
Really?
Who I like. Yeah.
Really?
There's some people I like as far as a soldier level.
Made an album named Nigga.
Yeah.
That's revolutionary.
Yeah. That's revolutionary. You're right. I'm just saying if Cuz when I'm saying, listen, if Cuz want to take it there, I could pull a card out of who I really like that I know beats Nas in soldierism, like really for the cause, for the motherfucking cause. You know what I mean? If he wants to take it there. But, nigga, Nas is perfect and all. We ain't going to go there, though.
I think Nas is for the cause. Nas definitely for the cause.
He for the cause.
I don't know. I think he's using the cause.
But see, let's hold up, man. We turning into y'all niggas. We got to talk about hip hop next time. But check it. I want y'all each to tell me. Because we got, this is the second to last question. So I'm going to let Jamal, I'm going to let Class go. This is my best fucking friend. So I keep calling him by his G-O-V-T. You know what I mean?
I ain't one of those. Yo, you can call me Jamal. You can call me Class.
Nah, that's fucked up, though. It means if we pop a nigga, you might be, yo, Jamal, I killed that nigga. God damn, Mark. What the fuck?
Why you have to say my name, Marcus?
I am Jamal.
Why you have to say my name, Marcus?
Class second.
Ah, shit. Who? Nigga, Jamal, you.
Alright, but yeah, let's get to
hold on. Alright, so Class, I'm gonna let Class go first this time. Yo, Class. Favorite.
Hold on, let me light up my spliff. My line.
This nigga like Busta Rhymes in the past life and shit.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, son, check it. Favorite Prodigy verse / song / album.
Damn. Favorite album. I'm torn between the first one. Why's my mind going blank on the first one? What's the first album? It's got to be, even though I'm stuck between Hell on Earth and the first. What's the first album name?
The Juvenile Hell.
No, the second one.
Not Infamous. Hell on Earth.
The Infamous is the first one. The second, I say the Infamous is the first because you never really listen to Juvenile Hell. Well, I'm going back and listening. I have Juvenile Hell. I'm gonna listen to that tonight. But the Infamous is just, damn. I gotta say it's the Infamous because I know every lyric. damn, it's like I fill my brain up with Zany and going, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh man, that's one of my fucking favorite songs.
With this chick named Jack, because he was talking about his alcohol and the way he consumed alcohol, and I just love that about it. Like, you know what I mean?
Who was talking about that?
That was Prodigy, Q-Tip, and Havoc.
This nigga E and J, the fuck with him no more now.
This is the sound of old niggas reflecting.
Marcus, man, like I said,
hold on. I always gotta play the referee. My nigga class has set it off. Alright, so cuz, who you got, man? What's your favorite verse? What's your favorite / song? What's your favorite What's your favorite / album?
Like a flavor.
My favorite MOBB DEEP album, or we talking about P here?
Come on, you always got to make this shit complex. I say your favorite verse / song / album. It could be any. It could be any. Whatever.
Oh, all right. I thought you were talking about just P here. All right. Well, you ain't. All right.
Yes.
Wow. Why you going? Wow. Damn. All right. Favorite album would have to be Lifestyles of Poor and Dangerous, man.
Nah, you can't do that. You can't just push it out.
Nigga.
You gotta choose album. You gotta choose album, verse, a song. Cause knowing your ass, you about to go into another segue after that. Choose album, verse, or song. Man, all right, so let me spit it then. Y'all niggas ain't coming at it. All right, so I told Cuzzo the other night, this shit was my favorite motherfucking line, my favorite track with motherfucking MOBB DEEP. Fucking Murder fucking Music was where I thought P shined. Yes, I love him as solo, but on that motherfucking Murder Music album, the nigga went the fuck in. I've never heard him rap like that ever again on none of his records, but he's still P. He's still maintaining his shit.
Look,
it's just he was God MC on that motherfucking
Quiet Storm,
album.
The original Quiet Storm was all P.
They said nigga said the sun shines beautiful over the projects where you stand. It ain't the same where we stand at. Sometimes what would he say? If you look close, you can see the bricks chipped off. Sometimes niggas miss when they lick off. Don't get clipped off.
Man,
you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, and constantly I'm going out, nigga, with fake guns and sharp knives, revolvers, cause automatics jam at the wrong, going out, like fights with the brass knuckle, like tell the niggas, fuck you now, buck who now? I ain't got nothing to live. Like you got a gun in my kids, or fuck it, I'm going all out. Come on, man.
Nah, you spread love, not war. Death spread the whole families. Imagine yours the ones that bleed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You should spread love, not war. Cause my shit is popping, and I be goddamn if you shot me. You should spread love. That album, P shine, bro. I'm sorry because I was like in my prime right then. I was like 14,
that was 15. One of his
he shined in that album. That was Prodigy's album, man. That Murder Music was Prodigy's album. I think he wrote it. What's up?
I don't know what happened.
He's talking about bars about this nigga. This shit is really hurting my heart right now.
Yeah, dog. It's really big.
And then like, damn.
Yeah, it was big. It was big. Cause what I said, I said I love Sean Price. They were both legends. But Prodigy, man, MOBB DEEP. That was
my favorite rapper.
I know, man,
but favorite rapper.
I know, dog. But
man, yo. That nigga P was a beast. Both P's was beasts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I have love for both of them, man. Equally.
I like P because I like animation. And P, Sean Price he wasn't a yellow or he was monotone too. He was
a very witty rapper.
He had animation and bars out the ass. Like I was like,
he was very witty. Matter of fact, the first time I heard P was on a Grand Theft Auto soundtrack.
Yeah.
And I heard that nigga. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? Yeah, he was. You know who he reminds me of? And this is why I like him today. That nigga Ransom.
To me, Ransom is like the
Ransom is
illest,
dope.
the
Yeah.
I need
illest,
to listen to
hardest
him
nigga
some
to
more.
ever
I
pick up
need
a
to listen to
mic.
him some more, but he's dope.
Yeah, I
You
need
need to
to
But yo,
listen to him
listen
I
some
to
wanna
more
I
more.
wanna ask
Ransom,
y'all
but
this. I wanna
Ransom,
ask y'all
I
this.
know about Ransom though.
Check
Ransom
it.
has bars.
I wanna ask y'all this. This is the last question before we signing off. This conversation has
You
been dope,
sure? How
man.
long we been on this time
Yeah,
for?
about an hour and 10 minutes, man. Yeah,
Oh
you know.
man,
Yeah.
But
it's
check
time to
it. But
wrap it up, huh?
this conversation has been dope, and I want to ask y'all last question, man, and then I want y'all to give people y'all information. Tell niggas what y'all doing, and if you don't feel like telling niggas what you're doing, just hand it back to me. I'll sign off. But you know what I mean? Like who do you think currently, presently in the rap game embodies maybe somebody like a Prodigy, somebody
Rock
like that?
Marciano. Rock
Mm,
Marciano. A
mm,
lot of people ain't paying attention to him. A
mm.
lot of but if y'all get a chance, and I'm late to the game. I've heard I heard a bar or two of him back in the day when he was buzzing with Flipmo Squad and never paid
Mm.
no mind to him. But now within the past 2 to 3 years, he's really been catching my attention. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rock Marciano is that next cat that ain't really yelling on the mic, but he's giving you these slick little bars, and it's just, you know, I think he's the next cat. Like and a lot of cats ain't gonna agree with me, but at the same time, take your time out and listen to him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
He spit that old gangster shit, and another person that don't really got a lot of shit out right now, who's down with Rock Marciano, is this cat named Knowledge the Pirate. I
I've
think
heard of
they're
him.
the fourth. I think they're the next force. If you listen to them
That's the
both
cat. That's the
rhyme
cat.
together,
Don't. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. They be rhyming with each other.
yeah, and they sound like that Mobb Deep shit
Yeah.
that when you hear a Mobb Deep album, that's that old Mobb Deep. You can tell that they're influenced by Mobb Deep to the fullest. And you listen to cats like Dave East today. You listen
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
cats like Young M.A. Them
Mm-hmm.
two, to me, are other cats that were influenced
Hold
heavily.
on. Hold on. What you say? Young M.A.?
Young M.A. Ooh,
Nah.
yo,
Get the
they
fuck out of
hating.
here.
Yo, they
Okay.
hate. Yo,
Everything.
come on,
That's
man.
what I had to
Please
press a
give her a
pause
chance.
button. What the fuck you
Please
just say?
give her a
Nah,
chance.
son. We don't play that shit.
Nah,
We're unplugged. No.
that chick
No.
lyrical. That
No.
chick
No, it ain't. No,
lyrical,
it ain't
yo.
Jamal. No, it ain't. You
Yeah,
about to make me
man.
really be your friend now. No, it ain't Jamal.
Oh
No. No.
man. All right,
No.
you're gonna have to agree to disagree.
No.
But
We
that's
can
why
have
Rocky
another. Like I said, this.
Marciano.
Hey, man. Let me tell y'all something. We unplugged. This is our motherfucking show. You know what I mean? And this is what we do. You know what I mean? Fuck
Yeah,
anything else but what we talking
no
about right
doubt.
now. And I want to pass and wrap it up with my nigga Gem. You know what I mean? Just who you think, man, embodies that Prodigy spirit, that gangster rap, to still keep it thorough, that everybody knows, loves, respect. He's among the people. He ain't too big for his bridges. You know what I mean? Who do you think is that you see? Maybe that people don't know, or maybe that everybody know. You know?
Um, it's to me, P was one of a kind, man. He's one of those niggas you ain't never ever gonna see again.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
me, being a nigga from Queens, it would be disrespectful for me to compare him to anybody else. So I have to say there's no one right now that, to me, emulates that that style that P birthed.
it's
I
kind
think
of
people,
disrespectful that we trying to put him in the same vein as the
yeah, you
cats
know what I'm saying?
out
Because
there. You know
niggas
what I
wouldn't do that
mean?
with a Big E or Jay Z or fucking Drake. So we not gonna do it with
Hold
P.
up, hold up.
Right, right.
P's in his own category, man. He's on his own planet, man. He
No,
created
he
his own
was in his
planet.
own lane.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I gotta leave it, man. You know what I'm saying? And the next P gonna come in the next lifetime probably, but we ain't gonna see it this time, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So I
yeah.
just God bless the dead, man. He gave us beautiful music, man. He's the reason why I wanted to pick up a mic and rep
And
Queens.
take a
You know what I'm
stab at it.
saying?
You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Most
Like
definitely.
P, like I said, Mobb Deep, and like I said, I've met these people. They're no taller than like 5'5", but their music was bigger than the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Standing next to them, you would feel like King Kong. Because they were very short, small dudes, but they made such a big impact.
Big.
Like, yo,
They had a big punch.
larger than life. Yeah. So you gotta respect that. You know, you gotta respect that. And
damn, I'm gonna miss him. I'm really gonna miss him because when it comes to this rap thing, like you said, you're right. He was the reason, one of the reasons why I wanted to rap. Phife Dawg was another reason why I wanted to rap.
Phife was a beast.
Yeah. Phife was a beast. When I heard him say, went to Carville to get a milkshake, the honey ripped me off for my loot cakes. Yo, that shit had me like, yo, this nigga is stupid on the mic. That shit had me. But back to P, and Phife is another P that's gone.
Yeah, you know Phife too. That's another one that everybody they should deserve a little bit more love and recognition than they gave him.
Tribe Called Quest, probably the top 5 alone, right? Shoulders, and I always say shoulders next to Mobb Deep, shoulders without. I got my guaranteed group.
We've been losing a lot of generals, a lot of soldiers. And I'm thinking like, you know, P was 42. I'm 37. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're starting to see a lot of your idols dropping. You know what I'm saying?
And at a young age.
Things into perspective for me at a young age. You know, I really believe in that term, the good die young. The good die very young, man. They're when you see somebody very good at what they do, you gotta kind of start thinking like, we gotta give this man his props because he's too good. He might not be around too long.
People still got 10 man.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? But that's just how I feel about it, you know. But you know, I'm really gonna miss P. God rest dead.
Well, here's the thing: we gotta keep their name. You know what I mean? We gotta keep their name alive. We gotta keep bumping their music. We gotta keep, you know, not in this. We don't gotta bite, but emulate in a respective way. You know what I mean? These,
and most,
you know, let them know because let me tell you something. You know how many CDs niggas don't got in their car these days? It's, you know what I mean? If you ain't telling me that there's not this certain plot to just, you know what I mean, get niggas out of the way, make people forget about very important people.
Yeah,
I mean, that's my nigga right there.
And you know, another thing that we gotta do, man, we gotta encourage these young cats to get involved and to listen to the Mobb Deeps, listen to the, you know, the Poor Righteous Teachers, you know, listen to the group homes, you know what I'm saying? Group homes is one of my favorite groups from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the, you know, the people that made the music, made it possible for you to even have music now.
Yeah, man, but you know, it just makes me feel good to know that I think this, by losing P, I'm trying to figure out what we gaining also. We're gaining the fact that a lot of these cats are like, this is also an awakening to a lot of the cats that can pick up the torch and be like, look, let me try to do it how P did it, or even better. You know, like he laid the blueprint out. And like you forget that P was one of the first to give us like a little low budget movie. He was one of the first rappers to give you a book. I read that book. I didn't read the comic.
And he got a cookbook out there too, man. The jail stuff. That's official, man.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, he was innovative in a lot of things.
Yeah, he was, man. P had layers, man. That's the only way I could describe it. P had layers to him that people really didn't know, you know, besides the sickle cell anemia stuff. But there's a lot more to the man's life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You probably could have made a movie about it.
Oh, I'm waiting for it. There needs to be. I take your time with it because I think this, you know, you know, it's like I ain't see the Tupac movie, but I'm hearing.
And even recently, you know what I'm saying, when he caught a gun charge, fucking with 50 Cent, you know, 50 even mentioned in an interview, cops asked him to kind of throw 50 under the bus to try to, and P said, nah, I don't know shit, you know, he a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? And this was recently, so he must have been, 40? So you got to think about it, a 40-year-old man that could be free and say, yo, I ain't got to go to jail for nothing. I could just put my man. And he said, fuck it. I'm not saying shit. You know, and that's at 40. Like, yo, niggas at 40 now turn states in a minute.
Yeah.
Nigga, I ain't gonna die in jail.
The truth was his sickness just took him out. Because if he wasn't sick, I still believe that P would be here today. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. I feel like he'd be here today. You know, and you're looking at the statistics, the people who have sickle cell don't live long age.
Yeah, they don't make it to, you know, 50. You know, they say you're like a 25, 30-year lifespan.
Nah, you don't live that long.
Pete, in his, I guess, in his world of the sickle cell, he lived to that last drop.
Mm-hmm. But
because most don't live to even
the pain, and even through the bad stories, his life was so rich. Like I was reading his book, I didn't know like his great grandfather was the founder of what's that men's college down here, Spelman.
Oh, what?
Nah. Spelman's a female college.
Oh, what is it? What's the other one?
Oh, not Morehouse.
Morehouse.
Okay.
Morehouse College. Like his great grandfather was involved with initiating that college. Oh, what? Like his great grandfather. His grandmother or his mother was a famous singer back in the '60s.
Yeah, with the group the Crystals, I believe.
The Crystals, I believe. Yeah, the Crystals, and then she went on to start a famous dance school in Queens. With, you know, Ashanti came out of that school. A lot of artists came from that dance school. It was a very prevalent dance school in Queens. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he was just an interesting person with a lot of layers. Like he had this view on the Illuminati. If you read the book, he talks about how he's had alien encounters. I bet you he's in the heavens right now. Like, damn, all this shit that I prophesied is true.
It was true. Yeah.
He's a god now. He's immortal. He's immortal. I know it sounds crazy me saying it, but he's immortal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, really read his book. I think that's how you're going to get P. I think he left a piece of who he was, the majority of who he was in that book. And I encourage cats to read that book that he put out. It was a very good book. It was called My Infamous Life.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Everybody, man, check that out. You know what I mean? Keep his name.
Yeah, definitely.
Keep his.
But you know, I could go all night talking about P. Like he was definitely
y'all
top
can,
five.
man. He was a dope MC, man. He was one of the
Definitely
real ones. You know.
five.
That's why I always keep telling everyone. I say, yo, this is big, man. This is not some, you know, this is like pun pass, and this is big, man. And honestly, I think it's big to me also because, damn, it's getting to the point where a lot of our MCs are passing. A lot of our favorite MCs are passing, and every time we turn around and they pass, we realize that we're not celebrating them while they're alive. You know, man. And that's the important thing to me. Like, we gotta celebrate them while they're alive, because that's the crazy part to me. It's like when they passing, you know, they just move on, man. And people, because we have been kind of out of tune with their music, we ain't been bumping their shit like that because it's older and it didn't catch up to the new digital format as of yet. You know, we tend to forget them. You know, we can't keep doing that. We can't keep doing that. It's called indifference. You know, because we know that their music is out there. We just gotta look.
You gotta look. You gotta dig. But I've always been a digger. I've always been somebody who listens to things that nobody else is listening to, and that's how I got kind of caught up on Rock Marciano. Like, you know, we gotta keep our ear to the street. This is an encouragement to all these cats listening out there. Always listen to something else, even though it's banging on the radio when it's the norm to listen to it because everybody else is listening to it. Try to pull away from that and put yourself into some other form of music or something else. That sometimes I be on SoundCloud listening to techno music and some other shit from other people. You know what I mean? Because it's like you just never know who might be the next Prodigy, who might be the next, you know, Phife Dawg, or who might be the next Sean Price. They might be coming out of Italy, but we ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? They might be coming from somewhere else. You know what I mean? But I'm always trying to dig and listen to something else so I can, you know, keep my ear to the street and see where the next talent is coming from. Because, you know, hip-hop is a pulse, and, you know, sometimes I feel like it's getting clogged up, sad to say, with a lot of this trap music. And I know that it's only one form of music. and I feel like it's getting stuffed down my throat. That's the only thing that they want to play on the radio.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you have a lot of cats out here who have, like we said, that level of consciousness that we need in these days and times.
Yeah, you're right.
We lost the prophet. We lost the prophet with P. We lost the prophet.
Yeah, we
you know
did.
What I'm saying? We really lost somebody who could really forecast the weather of the streets and what's going on in the streets.
I think at the end of the day, and, you know, this is going to be my last segment, you know, before I get off there, I gotta hit my little weed man, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
but anyway,
not me.
you know what I'm saying? Gotta get right. But Prodigy had the perfect name. If you think of it, you know, he was a prodigy.
Yeah.
Like they say, they try to say Mozart was a prodigy.
I always loved his name. I always thought that was the illest name ever.
Prodigy, you know.
Yeah.
Prodigy was.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, he was his own prodigy. He was a manifestation of all different things, different elements that made him so different and unique.
Right.
And to me, to be in a two-man group and still stand out is shows the impact of who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He never got overshadowed by Havoc or even by the name MOBB DEEP of itself. It was just, you knew who Prodigy was, you knew who Havoc was, and then you knew together they formed the Infamous. So, you know, it was, you know, like I said, he's dearly missed, and every time I hear P, you know, it's just, my heart is heavy because I want to hear more. I want to hear the new P, the grown man P, the 42-year-old P.
Man.
That's going to be hard to deal with.
We going to let the people marinate. Hey, hold on.
Mad about?
I'll let you go. Go in.
What I'm not mad about is that he left a shitload of music for your ear hole. And damn, when I get off this, I'm gonna pour me some Henny, and I'm gonna just really fall back in my man cave and turn on.
Yeah, me too.
Probably fall asleep drunk tonight because that's, you know, my heart is heavy, man. It's like, damn, it's like I didn't know the man, but I still feel like I lost somebody.
You did, man. You did.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I feel like I knew you because of the music that he left.
Music, man, was
very
impactful.
The content that he left. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, God bless the dead.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all niggas tuning in, and you know, Class and Jam and myself are always working on, you know, the next great thing. We gonna keep coming back, giving y'all some of that unplugged. We live conversation right now.
When's the next time y'all doing? I gotta be a part of this.
Definitely, man. You know, we always down, man. We sound good together. You know, the more the merrier, like they say, man. The more people involved in this conversation that we have, the better, man.
Absolutely, dude.
And I'm gonna try very hard. We're gonna try very hard to get this up to the people by tomorrow, cause you know what I mean. Cough, Jamal, the shit I was telling you about. My nigga Jam, the shit I was telling you about. We got to keep it pushing, and eventually we'll show the people what it is. You know what I mean? But
absolutely,
you know, right now,
like I said, man.
Before you get off before we get off these airwaves, can I plug something that I'm doing right quick?
Oh, no doubt. It better be some Prodigy in there.
Like one more time, man. You know, rest in peace, Prodigy. You'll always, you know, be the soundtrack to my hip hop life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like you were a big part of that. Rest in peace, you know what I mean? But also I'm starting a podcast, me and my wife, and you know, I'm just getting her started off the ground with her and her friend. My wife go by the name of Audrey Phoenix, her alias. And she's doing it with another co-host named Miss Huxtable. And basically it's two women talking about current events and what's been happening. You know, it's kind of TMZ-ish, but at the same time, it's from a black woman's perspective. So we're also talking about political stuff, things that are going on in politics, things that are going on in current events, entertainment, you know, stuff like that. And I'm helping them get that off the ground. It's called the Chocolate Paparazzi Show.
Where can we
with
check that out?
Check it out on SoundCloud. Type up Chocolate Paparazzi, and right now we got about like a good 6 episodes up.
Perfect, perfect. That's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope, man.
Yeah. I'm a little behind. We got 2 more episodes. I got 2 more episodes to put up. But for now, we got like a good 5 or 6 episodes up. They're about an hour and a half a piece. You know, entertain yourself. We have special guests. You know, just common people that we know. No celebrities and nothing like that. I ain't big like that yet. But one more time, it's on Chocolate Paparazzi.
Oh no, you know, I'm gonna have to slide my way through there one time. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
man. You gotta be a guest, man. Absolutely.
Your wife,
Absolutely.
Your wife's gonna beat me over my fucking. She like, nigga, finally I get to whoop this nigga ass.
That's what it's all about. Like, you know, it's like, you know, it's different minds coming together with different agendas and different points of views, and that's what I love about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But one more time, that's Chocolate Paparazzi. At SoundCloud, and also at Gmail is chocolatepaparazzi@gmail.com. So if you want to send us an email, feel free to reach out. We're gonna be doing listener letters soon, so yeah, just stay tuned. All right.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And yo, y'all, this is Unplugged, man. Your boy Geechee Dan, your boy C.L.A.S, and of course your boy Jem. We gonna sign out until next time. I say I don't like to say rest in peace, man. I wish I could say something else.
Rest in power. Rest in power.
Rest in power is cool, but man, Prodigy, you here, man. Like you here. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know the deal. Like you ain't went nowhere. We love you. We gonna keep your name alive. You here, man. Point blank, plain and simple.
He ain't in pain no more.
You know what I mean? Of course. Yeah. No physical. It's no physical.
No physical pain.
So with that, respect, shout outs to that nigga Havoc, MOBB DEEP, nigga's family, Big Twin. He on my Instagram. He done checked out a video of mine, man. It just R.I.P. and lay in comfort and you're still here and man, you know.
We miss you, man. We miss you already.
No doubt. Hey man, y'all brothers take care. This is Unplugged. Check y'all next time.
All right.
One.